Hello and welcome to this demonstration of SHL's succession planning solution. My name's John and I'm part of the solutions team here at SHL, and I'll be spending the next few minutes demonstrating how our solution increases the agility, speed and importantly accuracy of succession decisions. We'll go through each aspect of the solution. Firstly, having a look at the assessments that your employees take. We'll then look at the automated development reports that are generated after an employee takes those assessments. We'll look at how you define the context of a role that you want to find a successor for. And finally, we'll look at the dashboard of insights that help you make your succession decisions. There's one compulsory assessment in this process, and that's the Occupational Personality Questionnaire, also known as the OPQ. And there's an optional experiences survey as well. So let's start by taking a very brief look at an employee's experience when they take that OPQ. Now, the OPQ is used in many, if not most, of SHL's solutions. It takes approximately 20 minutes to complete, and the personality data that it generates can be used to support many people decisions across the employee lifecycle, from talent acquisition to development and mobility. Now, the great thing is that once you've measured someone once, you can view that data through many different dashboards to help bring that scientific validity and accuracy to all talent management decisions. And you can measure a company-wide competency framework, identify high potentials, measure someone's ability to sell or their ability to lead or work remotely, and the list goes on and on. Now, the OPQ was taken by over 1.5 million people last year across the globe, and it is seen as the best predictor of workforce potential in the world. So this is where the employee records their experience. So I'll just do that for the sake of this demonstration. It's going to ask me a series of questions around my experience, and I have to rate myself in terms of my level of experience in that place, i.e. very little or no experience on the left-hand side here, or lots of experience on the right-hand side. So I'll just click through a few of these so you can get an idea of the look and feel. So once an employee has completed the Occupational Personality Questionnaire and updated their experience, the platform does its thing, it applies the science, and it works out where each of those people have strengths and development areas. And it plots them into these 4 boxes here so that individual can build their development plan. Now, in this example, this individual has 9 strengths, and that's where they have lots of experience and natural ability. They have 8 areas to share their experience, and so that's where they have limited natural ability, but they've got lots of experience or good experience. Again, as this example shows, this person has 6 areas to gain experience. So that's where they have the natural ability, but they need to gain some experience to be fantastic in that space. And then there's 4 mind the gap. So that's where they have limited natural ability and a limited experience. So if I was to be served this, I'd probably want to build my development around where I have natural ability, but I need to gain experience, or actually the areas where I have limited experience and ability. So I'm just going to do that now. I'm going to select some of these competencies and skills that I would like to develop, and I'm going to build my development plan. And it gives me, or serves me, these assignments where I can select these kind of tasks and things to do to be able to help me to develop that experience and gain that knowledge. And I can simply export that to a Word document so that can help me track and monitor my progress. Okay, so now we've seen the employee's experience when they're taking those assessments and getting those insights so they can build and tailor their development plans. Now, once that information is in the system, we can use it many, many different times. And no matter what role comes up, we can use that personality experience data to match people to roles. So it's really a great opportunity to not have to reassess people all the time. You can just use that existing pool of data. So let's now imagine everything from now on is from an HR's perspective, or a C-level person, and they need to find a successor for a particular role. We're going to pick CFO. I've just set up this CFO role here very quickly. And what we do now is we select the contexts of that role. Now, the reason why we do that is because, well, SHL did a piece of science, did a survey of nearly 9,000 leaders across the globe. And they found that using context actually increases the accuracy of succession decisions by 4 times. So you're 4 times more likely to find a successful leader if you use context rather than simply competencies. So let's have a scroll down here. I'm going to pick some of the contexts for which the CFO needs to operate in. So in this example, I'm going to put they need to deliver under high uncertainty and ambiguity. It's a changing world, of course. Our strategy might be that we want to merge or acquire some competitors going forward. So that's a fantastic context to consider here. And you know what, we want to be innovative. So I'm going to select that as well. Now that's the job now I've created. What the platform will do in a second is take all that insight that we've got from the people taking those assessments and work out who's got the experience and the ability and the skills to meet those contexts. And as I say, by doing that, you increase the accuracy of your decision making considerably. So now I've created that role of CFO and applied those 3 challenges or contexts to it. I want to be able to find which of our employees would make a great CFO. So let me select, and I can select from this list of people. I'm going to actually drill down. I'm going to want to consider more people than that. I'm going to go up to 50, and I can show these advanced options. So this allows me to search via any particular group, so whether that's gender or within location or business function or title or whatever it may be, or we can just have a predefined group up here. But I'm going to say I want to look at leaders in or for potentials in the United States. So that's given me 9 potentials. So I'm just going to create that insight to see which of those 9 individuals in the States will make a great CFO based upon the context that we've set up. So you can see how quick that was. Instantly, the platform has done that piece of science. It's looked at their experience, looked at their personality and skills, and identified in this top right-hand corner here of the people who are best to leverage or going to be fantastic in that role. You can see there's one person particularly that stands out, and that's Eve. We can also have a list of the other people listed here. Now, we can see Eve has a good personality score, a skill score, and some extensive experience. But I want to drill down into her knowledge a little bit more. So this is the personality gauge. So in terms of delivering under high uncertainty and ambiguity, she scores really well, almost maximum. You can see the average score of the group was 57. So probably where she is least capable or has the least natural skills there is in terms of leading through mergers and acquisitions. But again, the group doesn't score particularly well. We can look at her experience, really solid experience throughout. So that's the kind of stack rank on the left-hand side and how all those 9 people are plotted in terms of whether they should be considered or not. Now, what's a really, really great tool here, which is fantastic for diversity reasons? The platform looks at all the people's data that we've got, and it finds people, we call them the hidden gems, that we hadn't necessarily or hadn't put forward, but would have been a great fit. So that's going to you really use that objective data to be able to help us make our decisions. Now we see Anna here scores extremely well in terms of her skills, personality, really strong on each of those 3 contexts. Slightly less experience than Eve, the example we had earlier on, but still really strong, really solid experience, and again versus the group. So maybe we shouldn't just consider Eve, maybe Anna should be a front runner as well. Now, the final piece of insight on this dashboard is the group aggregate view. So this helps us see where we are limited in experience for this entire group. So we only have some experience in terms of growing the business through innovation and leading through mergers and acquisitions. But again, from this personality skills index, we can see where we should target development for that group. Thank you for taking the time to watch this demonstration of the SHL succession planning solution. Please do feel free to visit shl.com/mobilise for more information and to have an interactive guided tour of the solution, or indeed to contact us. And I will look forward to seeing you soon.